Welcome to the puncat web video tutorial. This tutorial will guide you through the many functions of the puncat web fan wheel selection so you will be able to find the optimal fan wheel for your application. We will start with an overview of the user interface. You can choose your preferred language in the upper right-hand corner. Available languages are English, German and Russian. In the first section, data concerning the operating range of your system is collected. In Section 2, define the application's drive. If the installation space for your application is limited, you can restrict the size of the fan wheels to be determined in the third section. The optimal fan wheels for your query will be displayed here. Below the table of results, you will find the list of fan wheels you have previously saved as favorites. We will now take a closer look at how to define your application in order to determine the optimum ventilation solution. In this part, you will be given options to specify the desired duty point, select different drive options and limit the fan wheel diameter range, if necessary. You can select in which metric or imperial unit you want to enter the value for the required volume flow. The entered value will be converted automatically once the unit has been changed. In this example, the application requires a volume flow of 3,800 cubic meters per hour. You can also define to what extent the working point may diverge from the set flow rate by moving the slider accordingly. The static pressure is entered the same way. You can combine metric and imperial values. Enter the air density that exists in the environment of your application. The standard value is the air density at sea level at 20 degrees Celsius. Click on the calculator icon to have the air density calculated based on ambient temperature and barometric pressure. Please note that the data stored in puncat web is based on the standard density. If the air conditions deviate from this, the strength of the determined fan wheels may have to be verified for your application. In Step 2, the application's drive is defined. First, please select whether the application works with a defined speed or with a calculated speed. When using a defined speed drive, you can either set a fixed speed, or you can specify the number of poles of the motor and the frequency used. If you are using a variable speed drive, simply enter the maximum permissible speed. If available space is limited or you are looking for a fan wheel for an existing system, you can restrict the fan wheel diameter range. You can enter the wheel diameter in millimeters or inches. Entered values will be converted automatically if the unit is changed. In this chapter, we will take a look at the optional filters you can use to limit the range of possible results. In the right-hand column, you can set optional filters for your search. For example, you can choose to filter by use of fan wheel or by type of fan wheel. You can select or unselect certain fan wheel series. Additionally, you can determine whether your application must fulfill the energy requirements set by the ERP directive. In this chapter we will show you how the results table is structured and how you can analyze individual search results in detail. Puncat Web will show a maximum of 10 results that meet your entered criteria. You can choose to view either the most efficient fan wheels with the smallest design size, or those that require the lowest shaft power. Note that the prioritization you choose affects which fan wheels will be displayed. You can sort the determined results by any column. This does not affect which fan wheels will be displayed. Click on a fan wheel name to analyze characteristic curves, download data sheets or print its technical details. Click on a point of the characteristic curve to generate a system characteristic curve and to output the exact operating point. Use the drop-down menu to display different characteristic curves. Scroll down to find a table displaying the operating data. Scroll down further to find data sheets for the fan wheel series and the corresponding inlet cone. Return to the prior tab to go back to the detailed view. As an alternative to displaying the characteristic curve, you can also choose to have the operating data displayed as a table. Click Close to return to the table of results. In this chapter we will cover how the characteristic curves for multiple search results can be compared and how to prepare a print out of all technical data. Compare multiple search results by ticking the boxes and clicking Compare Curves. Refer to the legend below to find the assignment of the graphs to the series. You can set a marker to display the corresponding operating data. To prepare a printout, add multiple curves to the print preview by selecting them from the drop-down menu, then clicking Add to Print Page. Once you have finalized your selection, you can either save these as a PDF file or choose to print them. The creation of the PDF or print file can take a moment, please be patient. You can add fan wheels from your selection to your list of favorites. Select fan wheels by clicking the star icon on the far right of the results table. From your list of favorites, you can compare fan wheels from multiple selections and of different types, for example backward curved and forward curved fan wheels. You can send an inquiry for one or more fan wheels from your list of favorites. Select the fan wheels by ticking off the respective checkboxes. Add information regarding your inquiry. The more detailed you describe your application and the circumstances and requirements, the faster and more precise the quotation will be prepared. Make sure to accept the privacy policy and conditions of use, then click Send Inquiry. Our sales team will contact you as soon as possible. You can save selection projects for later use by clicking the Save Search button below the table of results. Assign a meaningful name to your project so that you can use it at a later date, e.g. official project name, application, date. All your saved projects searches will be listed in the drop-down menu, Saved Searches. You can start a new search and return to your saved searches at any time. To return to a saved project, select a search from the drop-down menu and click Load to call up the saved project and view or further edit it. Thank you for using Puncat Web. If you need further assistance, or you can't find a suitable fan wheel for your application within our range of standard impellers, please do not hesitate to contact our application engineers via engineering@punker.com.